Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as we are playing with Japan. Alright, so sorry about there not being a video on Tuesday or Wednesday. Our string of bad luck is just kind of continued on both in our personal lives and here on the channel as well. We've had some issues with YouTube. Just a few different things, guys. And it's just been, it's just been a rough couple of weeks. So sorry about that. Hopefully things should be improving though, over the next week or so. Again, it's just been, I think everybody's having a rough time right now. So, I mean, it's certainly not unique to us or our channel. But yeah, it's just been a rough few weeks and just haven't had any time. And another big thing was that Call of War series, man. I had no idea how time consuming that game was going to be. When the developers contacted me about doing a series for it, they told me that it was a game that you had to check in every day, and that matches could last a month or even more. And they said you check in on it maybe 2 times a day or whatever, and that's it. So that's what I was expecting. But if you want to be competitive in that game, if you want to succeed and do well, and be one of the top players in the match, you got to visit a lot more often, probably once at least every couple hours, really. And if you're in a war with somebody, especially right in the beginning of the conflict when it's real heated, I feel like you got to play it the way you'd play any other game like this. I know when you think it takes 12 hours to move from way on this point of the map to over to this point of the map, you may be thinking that's not a game I'm gonna have to watch or visit very often. But if you want to really do well in a conflict, then you kind of got to play it like you would any other game. I know that sounds strange with how long it takes for everything to happen in the game, with it moving real-time hours, and just doesn't seem like you would be able to do anything while sitting there watching it. But that's not the case, guys. I found myself when I'm in especially in a tough war. I just recently had a 2v1 war where I was fighting against 2 other countries, and I did very, very well against them. And I think the main reason why I did very well against them was because I was active and they weren't. I spent 8 hours that night just playing the game, man. Just making sure that I did well, and I didn't spend the entire 8 hours watching it. But I mean, I was pretty active for 8 hours straight, where I was doing a couple other things on the side. But for the most part, I was really into the game, really, moving my units around, controlling things, watching everything that's happening, reacting to everything the other 2 players were doing. And it was very intense and very fun. But also, as I said, it's very time consuming. So that series has been a little bit more time consuming than I expected. Which, by the way, for those of you guys who are waiting for that video, I just got the go ahead to do the next video for that series. So I'm aiming to have that on Saturday. We'll see if I can get it done, get it all edited together and stuff, and everything that needs to be recorded. But that's the plan, is to try and have it out for Saturday, if you've been waiting for that. I know a lot of the players in the campaign have been really looking forward to it, as have I. I really like to show you guys how that series has been going. But that's kind of starting to wind down now. I think it will probably end in about a week, so won't have that series anymore, and that's going to bring us back to the normal level of content that I was doing, I expect. And then also the voiceover work is now officially done. They had some issues with it. That was some of the problems I was talking about with the channel, and they had some issues with some of the audio files, and just been a little bit more problematic than it was the last time I did that voiceover work, and it also came at a bad time as well. But yeah, it's that should be completely done now. Finally, as of today, they said that they're done with me, so I don't need to do anything more for that. So that's finally finished. And as I said, Call of War series winding down, and all of our plumbing issues are fixed for now. And with the plumbing issues, I talked about how we're selling the house, and a lot of people had brought up in that last video that that you need to disclose any issues that you're aware of, especially ones that are documented, because you had a professional here that recommended that you fix something, or it needs to be fixed or whatever, that you could get sued or get in trouble legally if you don't disclose that information when you sell the house. So yeah, I looked into all that, and that is the case here in Colorado, and so I'll definitely disclose it. It might drop the value off the house a little bit, or maybe it won't. It's a very competitive market here. It's definitely a seller market. Buying a house is a real pain pain, man. Because and that's also why our houses, we're gonna make so much money off of it as well. So yeah, I'll definitely disclose that. You know, again, I didn't know that there's all kinds of laws. This will be the first time I've ever sold a house before, so it's a, you know, it's a new experience. But yeah, I'll definitely be, because I'm not one to get myself in trouble not obeying laws. I'm trying to avoid getting myself in any kind of trouble, whether it's, you know, being sued or something, you know, criminal, where you can get yourself thrown in prison. I used to work at a prison. I worked at a prison for a long time, and so I have no interest in going to one. I know that is not for me. I like my freedom. So yeah, I won't be doing that. We'll definitely be disclosing it, just to let you guys know. But yeah, let's go ahead and let this thing roll real quick so that can happen. And let's go and play, guys. So there's a few things I want to do before we, like, you know, put it back on speed 5 and let all our units move around, get prepared for this war with the United States. We're also going to go and get these war goals here. But first, let's go and get all this stuff we need to get built. So we need radar stations, of course, which I'm just going to get them like all over the damn place, I think. I think this is the furthest east one that we have here. We could also get one here, though. So we'll get one there. I don't think we'll go down here just yet. This will probably cover a lot of that area. We will go here, though, and here. And here. Yeah, just full radar coverage, guys. Definitely want very good coverage for our, you know, for our ships more than anything, but also for our planes. I think it'll help. But yeah, hopefully our Navy will be able to locate the enemy. And let's go ahead and do these ones. We won't do that one there. I think that should be covered by this little area here. So go ahead and hit those up. You can also do it here. I don't know if they're going to come over this far, though. I think this might be a bit much. In fact, right here is probably enough because we're covering the Philippines. You'll notice that we got invasion set up as well. I did all that off camera. We'll take a look at it once we get all this crap built. So we need to get this done. We also need to get some, I'd like to get some coastal forts on some of these islands to protect against the naval invasions. We won't do that just yet. First, let's go ahead and get more imperative stuff built. Like obviously the radar, and then of course the air bases as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just try and get a level 1 air base for naval bombers in these areas in case we need them. We already have some level 1s all through here, and I also have ships going to those as well. Let's go and build one right here too. But yeah, just kind of getting built up for the war now, because we are about ready for that. And then the other thing I wanted to do is we're still trying to get these guys annexed. So we're gonna want to, you know, can we get some more? Yeah, we can get some more oil there. If we can get any more oil, we'll get that first, and then we'll go work on trying to get those guys annexed. I want to say there's not a ton of oil for us in these lands here. There's none over this way that we really got. Yeah, I see like 6 oil there, but that's not much. Yeah, we might just need to trade for it. It's not like there's, you know, the typical situation where Japan, where you don't have anybody to trade with for oil. In this case, we do. So let's go and work on these guys now. Now, obviously, we've already built the infrastructure all the way up for them, so we can't do that. And I don't really want to give a potential enemy any factories. We will give these guys some factories, though. We'll give them a couple military factories here. I almost think we should maybe do a civilian factory. It's fine. We'll give them 2 military factories. So we'll go ahead and do those there, but we won't do anything here for that. Instead, we'll just continue with the naval base. We got them going up to 10 there. Never mind. We'll do something else then. What could we do that isn't going to cause issues if we have to fight these guys? How about some air bases? Why not? We'll do some air bases here. Yeah, you never know. Maybe we'll need them. Probably not, but yeah, we'll just build a couple air bases up. Kind of see if we can't get these guys annexed. So that's what we'll work on. And I think that's it, guys. So let's go ahead and turn on speed 5. Oh, yes. There's a couple more things. We need to get the war goals here. We'll do Bangladesh first, I think. That's me 130 days, 26 political power. We'll just do one at a time, of course, because otherwise this would get much more expensive. I mean, it's not really too bad. It's only 40 more days, I suppose. Yeah, I guess if we hit the 25 political power, we'll go ahead and start it up. Might as well, I suppose. Yeah, we'll just try and get them both, you know, around the same time. I've already got the armies assigned, which we'll look at that after we're done with everything else we need to do, because there's a couple more things. We still need to get more units building. Let's get more Marines. Again, I think we're going to focus largely on Marines. We could use mountain troops, but man, we need the Marines for all these invasions, guys. So let's go and get these guys building up over here. we can always use more of those. And then we're also going to get, let me see what else we want to do here. Probably some more infantry. We could do some more bikes too. Oh yes, I got the name for the bikes. There's so many name suggestions, guys, and really good ones too. So we're gonna do, return. This is one of your guys' suggestions. I thought about going with the historical name that somebody had suggested, but I realized I probably wouldn't be able to say it. So this is Jinsho Suzuki, and that's what our bike battalions will be named. Excuse me, bike divisions. Let's go ahead and build some of them. We could always use more. Probably get these over infantry now, I think, just because you get that extra speed with very little like penalty, which is what makes them so good. Now, we are starting to run low on manpower up here that I'm noticing, so I think that's all we're going to do for right now. That's probably good, in fact. Yeah, I think we're good. Let me make sure that there's nobody... Yeah, these guys are actually building more than they're supposed to. We'll let them build those two more, and then that's fine. We'll do those two. Though, this is what we'll do. Let's just deploy those. Just get rid of that. All right, excellent. So let those guys build up, and that's probably all we're going to be able to do for them for a little bit until we kind of get into the war or whatever. I'd like to have a nice little chunk of manpower, because remember, we're still building a lot of ships. Still putting air wings out there. I also went ahead and already got the air wings assigned here to train. So a lot of air wings out here that are training up. The ships kind of started, changing these up, changing up their designs and stuff, and where each, how each one is, set up. I got rid of all of the old, very old ships from here, with the exception of very old battleships. I guess we could pull those out. That would only leave a couple battleships. I think we are going to go ahead and pull those out. Might as well. I know that the Pride of Fleet is there. And somebody had mentioned perhaps getting a newer ship that's designated as the Pride of the Fleet. Definitely something I like to do. But, of course, we don't have any political power. So I'm going to do it right now. And it's really just not a priority, frankly. Not until we really don't have any other... important uses for it, which there's so many things we need to use that political power for. There's a lot of stuff, guys. So I don't know when we would do that, but yeah, it's something I'd like to do. Oh, now we need 32 political power. Okay, I thought we only needed 25. So we did get another dockyard. Let's go and get this assigned. As far as the torpedo cruisers, I did look at those, and it does let you have one extra torpedo slot. So with the normal light cruisers, you can do two torpedo slots. With the torpedo cruisers, you can do three, at least three from what I saw. So yeah, really you can just stack the torpedoes on there, make them quite powerful, especially with the bonuses that Japan gets, that Lancer ability. So maybe we'll get them. We have torpedo destroyers though, and we're already kind of building those. And we are short on dockyards, and there's the support cruisers that I'd really like to get as well. I find support cruisers are nice to have. So I think for right now, we'll just wait on getting those. And let's just put this dockyard somewhere. We're going to get into the attack cruisers. I feel like, you know what? Actually, I feel like we do not have anywhere near enough destroyers. I noticed that our destroyers' numbers are just really short. We just don't have what we need there. So I've also set up the invasions. We've got this army here, which is 24 divisions, and they are all set up to invade the Philippines, all 12 and 12 here. And then I set up another one, another invasion army here with a new leader, and he's going to be doing 12 into this side of the Philippines, so a total of 36 divisions into the Philippines, because I do expect there to be quite a few Americans defending there. And then we have 4 going on into Guam. We've got 4 going into Wake Island, and 4 going into Phoenix Island down here. So I think 4. Yeah, I think it's 4, 4, and 4. Yeah. So that's the other half of that army, the other 12 divisions. And so that's the way we got it set up. Could go a little bit further into the territory, but you know what? I think let's focus on getting here first, guys. Because remember, there's going to be the initial naval battles. We got to get control of the seas, guys, and obviously the sky as well. Make sure that our bombers are out there. So, like for instance, getting Wake Island would allow us to patrol all through this region here. With the naval bombers, and we don't really have the tactical bombers yet, so range is going to be an issue. So we do want to have those air bases. So let's go to the nuclear reactors now and grab those up. So we can start building those so that when we do get the, all the techs we need, we'll already have some of those built, and we'll be able to start working on getting atomic weapons, because I'd like to use them against the Americans, because I think it's fitting. So we got the destroyer research bonus, which will apply for 1944. We got to get the jet prototypes, and we're not doing that one. We could go and start working on these. I mean, you'd assume that these would... Okay, it looks like a lot of them don't do anything. Yeah, some of them don't do anything. And I wonder if you're going to get any... I mean, it's really going to help once you annex them, I suppose. Okay, that's interesting. Then we'd probably want to get that last. But I think we will go for it, because once we annex them, we'll get all those bonuses. I don't know if we're going to do these ones. I don't really use the kamikaze strike. I know that they can be powerful for sure, but it's not really necessary to be able to win. And you're throwing away planes. But yeah, it is very powerful. Then you got the last stand command ability, which I don't typically use that either. I find that to be really costly, again, on manpower and stuff like that. We haven't researched rocket engines, can't go to strengthen the divine wind, so can't do that yet. So you know what, let's go for jet prototypes, because we know we'll eventually want that. And then maybe we'll start working on this. We could also do continuous focuses as well, especially because we're trying to annex here. We could do the suppressed subjects. That would be helpful as well, because you know what, guys, we're really not going to get much here. I mean, you get 2 civilian factories there, 2 military factories there, 2 civilian factories. I mean, you're really not getting a lot here. I don't think we're going to go down this. Yeah, I don't think so, guys. I think I'd rather just try and annex them quicker. So you know what, let's get the jet prototypes. So we'll get that done, because once I go to continuous focuses, I typically forget, I don't even mess with focuses anymore. So let's get that first, and then maybe we'll go to the suppressed subjects, man, and just try and get those guys annexed. I mean, we're building there. So think about how many civilian factories we're saving by doing the suppressed subjects and getting them annexed quicker, because we don't have to build as much. We could also give them equipment too. Maybe we'll take a look at that and see if we have any spare equipment. So for the support companies, we just got the recon company. Could continue down these, but you know what, guys, we got a lot of stuff to get right now. So I think we're going to go ahead and continue getting those. So I think we're going to go with the advanced artillery upgrade next. A nice passive bonus. Could also get the night vision. I think that might be what we do, in fact. That's pretty nice to have, an extra 10% attack. Also could go ahead and get these here. That would be nice to have as well. Then there's also the getting the amphibious tanks here. So that would be, there's a lot of choices here. And I would like to build those. But you know what, let's do passive bonuses first, since we're trying to get into the war, quicker. So we'll do the passive bonuses first. I think we need to start getting some of these naval ones as well. Damn. All right, let's see what we're working on real quick. All right. You know what, guys? Yeah. Let's go ahead and actually do the naval passive bonuses. We want to win the seas first, and hopefully not take as many casualties. So let's get some of these. So those are the light and heavy attack. That's nice to have. I think these ones are slightly better here, though, so we'll probably go with those ones first. And then these are also great as well. We've talked about that in previous episodes, why those ones are so good. But you know what? Let's go ahead and start with this one, guys. That light attack. I find that if you can knock out their screens, then the capital ships are easier after that. Your torpedoes just fly right through them. And it's just, you may think, oh, let's prioritize the heavy attack so we can take out the carriers and the battleships first. You prioritize that light attack, though, and you take out all those screens first, and then your torpedoes can wreak havoc on the capital ships. So we did get another military factory. So I wanted to look at our equipment to see what we can give away. Now, we have a lot of infantry equipment, but I find it like almost pointless to give infantry equipment to for the purpose of reducing autonomy, because it reduces it by so little. It just has so little effect. And it's better to give them something else. One option would be convoys, which we could go ahead and grant. We also have a lot of motorized equipment that we built up, so we could always do that too. But yeah, we're going to grant them some stuff. I don't really see any point on doing the infantry equipment. Yeah, just because you have to grant them so much. That's the reason. I just don't find any point on it. Let's go ahead and reduce a lot of our factories going into some of this stuff and start really pumping into the Let me see what else we need to reduce on. Just really start pumping into the planes, guys. That's what I want to work on now. I feel like this is key to our victory, is to just really get the planes. I already got 5 times there. Let's do, how many factories got left? Quite a few. I know we pulled back on those. So let's go ahead and really just focus on the planes. Try and just get as many as we can get. Stockpiled before the war starts. We'll even do some more of these. And we got 1 more left. So let's put it in the close air support. All right, and hopefully we can just really get a nice stockpile of planes going before we go into the conflict. Now again, we could go into it now. The only thing I'm really doing is letting ships kind of move around because I made all those adjustments, those changes. And like this here, I feel like this is not quite ready yet. We're going to need more ships, but I did pull all those old ships out. So it did kind of leave us in a position where we don't quite have as many screen ships as we need. Also, I kind of rearranged the submarine so that we have 10 in the old submarine task force, 5 with the newer ones, the cruiser subs. So change those up. Yeah, but frankly, we need to get more screen ships, man. We've kind of fell behind on those because it did take me so long to get some of those designs done. So these guys actually need to go into here, this training army. Yeah, it looks like they're all going to get put into here. All those new ships we get. So yeah, we're going to get all the level 3 destroyers and light cruisers placed into this here task force. But I want to build it up a little bit more. I feel like that's not quite enough ships now that I pulled out all the old ones. And we actually needed to oh, and we have some military operation that's done. We got to take a look at that. Oh, is that what we just got there? Let's take a look. Medium self-propelled anti-air 1. Yeah, we stole the... Okay, so that's what that notification was for. I was wondering why when I hit the details or whatever, why it didn't let me pick a new tech. I thought we'd just researched that. So yeah, we got the medium self-propelled anti-air 1. Okay, we'll take that. I don't know that we'll use it. But yeah, you can see how powerful this can be though, because it can straight up give you the full technology for it, where it doesn't always do that. Sometimes instead you just get the like a research bonus for it. With that time we absolutely did. So we can go ahead and do more stealing of blueprints. We could also do the Infiltrate the Air Force, which I think would be nice to do. Let's do that, guys. Let's go and infiltrate the Air Force. And then we're going to want to do the people who are doing counter intel right now. I'm going to place some of these level 1 people. Let's go ahead and commence when ready and prepare that. And maybe we'll steal like a plane tech. So this is the main thing we're going to use against them. And we could also do this one here. I don't think we're going to do that though. The capturing of the cipher, we'll probably be able to get it soon. So let me just see what our operatives are currently doing, because I know we have one here, and I want to say the other one is doing counter intel. Yes. So where are we at? We are still not where we need to be at. So let's go and assign him as well. So hopefully we can get that put up a little bit quicker. Let's close that. So yeah, I mean, really at this point, I mean, we could declare war at any time if we wanted to. And did I ever do the Justify War goal? I did not. Damn it, I forgot. My bad, guys. I might have just have waited for this, because I think we get this, yeah, 20th of October there. So yeah, we could just go ahead and knock these out real quick so we can move our army. Really, it's just like we're just waiting for the planning, which I think these guys are just about done. And then, of course, I was trying to get at least a few more ships done as well, because I didn't really like where our screens were at for our main task force here. Yeah, this is not quite enough, man. But if we want no level 1s in here, and yeah, we got the cipher without that capturing the cipher. I thought we were almost done with it. So yeah, we got the cipher done, so we're gonna get those nice passive bonuses. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we need a few more screens, and if we don't want any level 1s, like level 1 light cruiser or level 1 destroyers, then we got to build them. And we have a couple built. We just need to get them trained up. Would like them to have full training, so might as well wait. We'll be patient. Wait, get these completed, get them finished up training, and get them placed into this task force here. So we got the mass strengths. So let's go ahead and, I mean, I guess we can just continue down this. This is battleship organization and capital ship armor. Help keep those alive a little bit longer. Then we can get the submarine ones. But yeah, let's go and continue down this route. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. because I like that naval air agility from carriers at the bottom of this branch, which is really good. Because agility is what it really comes down to for your planes to win air battles. So we got another military factory. Are we building military factories? Are we getting these from puppets or something? Or oh, you know what? We're probably getting this from compliance. All right, so let's go ahead and build another close air support, and let's take a look and see. And remember, this is another thing we're getting to do, is we're getting to train up all these planes, which I have like a ton training here that are almost done, as you can see. So let's go and find another airbase here where I can squeeze in some planes, and these guys should be training as well. So yeah, let's just go and see what we've got. I know that we got fighters there. You can see got some level 1 fighters, got some level 2 fighters. Let's go and put those guys in here. I'm just really trying to get these all trained right now. So we're gonna get those out there, and then if we have any more naval bombers, which we're doing just air wings of 100 for the naval bombers, just because we have so many zones that we're gonna have to cover. So yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of conflict over the last few episodes, so I think that this episode is going to be the last episode of preparation. Just kind of give us just one video worth of time to prepare for the conflict with the Americans. Just make sure we can hit them hard when we actually start it up. But yeah, just a little episode to kind of prepare, build up, while we kind of get this knocked out as well. I wasn't planning on doing that. I was just going to join it. But I think that the biggest issue for me, other than the lack of radar and air bases, which I thought also was a problem that needed to get built up, but other than that, the biggest issue was the lack of screens. We really fell behind on that, kind of failed on that front, because I spent so long not having any dockyards assigned to them as I was waiting for, us to get certain equipment or whatever, and these guys aren't trained yet. We're gonna go and change that up. We're gonna make sure that this whole fleet is trained up too. I really want them to be well trained. I want them to perform very well and hopefully take as little casualties as possible. So I think, yeah, we just got another destroyer done. So we're getting the screens done, guys. We're getting them built, we're getting them trained. And I don't know why we have so many level 1s in here. I think I just put these in here just for training purposes so that they can help us get experience, because our Navy experience gain has been not quite where I'd like it, as far as like being able to regularly design ships. It just hasn't been very high. We did get the jet prototypes, excellent. And so I think, again, I don't think we're gonna go down this branch. I just don't think it's worth it. How long we'd have to go down there to get each of these. If you think about that, and in regards to how many civilian factories we are using to build up on their lands, and how much time we could save just going down the suppressed subjects, I think it's more advantageous to do it this way. So let's go and do the suppressed subjects so we can try and get these guys annexed soon, hopefully. As far as like these guys here, they get annexed on the next level, but you have to get it down from 1150. So there's a lot to it to get that down. Then these guys here, this only changes them up to the Imperial Protectorate. So yeah, we still got a ways to go there. Let's go ahead and take their forces here and make use of those in here. And then this one, I'm gonna go ahead and set these guys up to train as well if any of them need to. It's another thing we can kind of get out of this waiting. Make sure all our troops are kind of trained up. As far as infantry equipment goes, again, we did get that medium self-propelled anti-air, but I don't really think we'll use that, guys. I probably should have just went for the plane tech, since I know any of the plane techs that we would have gotten would have been used. So yeah, I think just more planes, man, because we're pretty much good on everything else. So let's go up 15 here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and also get some naval bombers and some more fighters. So we're gonna have to mess with this for a little while. Which again, I think because we're not building military factories, I think we're getting those from compliance and maybe even our subjects as well. So just getting all that radar built, getting all those air bases built, training all these planes. That's what we're going for. And of course, we'll be able to get a little bit of conflict here with Bangladesh this episode. So you can see they're all up on the borders now. So let's go and declare war. Maybe they'll put up a bit of a fight. So we do have planes assigned already, and they've been flying overhead this entire time. Not exactly necessary, wasting fuel, but we are full on it, so it's not really a problem. Yeah, let's go ahead and just turn it down just a notch here, and then figure out how the best way to do this again to just kind of reduce the amount of casualties we face and just to make it easier overall. We don't have a lot of divisions in each front, each province, I should say. Yeah, we do not have very much. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. Let's go and attack here. We'll support with those guys there. In fact, I'll go ahead and throw the motorized over there now. And then I want to get a win here too, but you notice we don't really have any troops here, so we're gonna have to bring these guys this way and try and cut them off here. Again, just try and do this where we take the least amount of casualties. And just kind of cut off troops and all that good stuff. Go and attack here as well. Those should be some easy wins. Again, this is not going to be like a challenging conflict or anything like that. Oops. Let's not do that. Alright, I want these guys. Good God. Cannot click on them. I want these guys going across now. Well, there's nobody there to stop them. Oh, never mind. They got somebody there. But yeah, just try and cut all these guys off here, and again, just kind of make these conflicts as as uncostly as possible, as cheap. I don't know if you cheap manpower-wise, I guess is what I mean. So the capital is wide open, and I think he's moving there, and we got that guy locked down, so we'll probably just be able to go ahead and grab it real quick. Let's go ahead and have those guys. Oh, you can't attack that way. Never mind. So I suppose we want to go ahead and start wiping out these troops that are now cut off from supply. So let's go ahead and start with these provinces here. And we also have a decision available. War propaganda. Okay. Not interested in doing that. We have some unassigned divisions. We're going to get those assigned. And you can see that a lot of our divisions are still training. But we did finish up a lot of these bicycle battalions. Okay, nice. So we're going to want to make use of those. Wish I'd used them here in the Philippines. I suppose we could. I mean, we haven't done this yet, so we could always pull some of these out. There's no reason why we can't do that. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go and pull out just a few on each front. Throw them into that little extra army I got there. And get ourselves some bike battalions, man. Yeah. Our Suzukis. So we're going to do 3 and 2 each. Each of these 2. Now, I know that they're probably not great at naval invasions. I don't know if they get a penalty compared to the infantry. Probably not. I want to say that because the bicycle battalions, they're pretty good. So I want to say they probably don't get a penalty. I could be wrong there. Like, I know they all get a penalty that aren't Marines. But I mean, I'm saying I don't think they get any additional penalties like a motorized division would. So still trying to cross there. There we go. We've gotten that. We won there as well. So let's go ahead and get the win here now. And get all these guys here destroyed. Looks like they actually got a win there. Okay. And let's destroy these guys. And there you go. That will start the conflict with the Americans because Bangladesh just joined the American faction. So there you go. That is gonna drag us into the conflict. I would have gone into the conflict pretty soon anyways. We were just preparing a few things, so I don't really mind that they did it that way. In fact, let me just take a look here. Okay, we're still part of an offensive war because I think the Americans were the ones attacked in this conflict. I don't know who attacked who, but clearly they were not the ones who attacked, or else we would not be in an offensive war. So let's go and get the dockyard that we have here, get it assigned. Again, I really feel like we need more of the destroyers. So we're going to put it into that. And let me just take a look and see. Yeah, these guys are not assigning to here. I might need to set them over to set them up to deploy to that. Straight into there. Let's go and stop those guys from training, and let's go and get all of our fleets assigned because we know that they're probably going to pull the Americans in fairly soon. We could, of course, wait until they actually pull the Americans in, I suppose. Yeah, I guess we could wait. They might not pull them in soon enough. But if they do, then we'll go ahead and get all the... I mean, the ships are already kind of, like, set up. I think a few of them still need to, like, have areas assigned to them or whatever, but for the most part, they're what we want them to be. Let me just take a look and see if we have any more of those level 3s trained up. We do not. We do have a cruiser submarine trained, though, so we're going to pull him out and put him over there for right now. And then this is just an extra with old ships as well, which we could use for patrols, that's exactly what I think we'll probably use them for. Set them up as a patrol fleet. We can go ahead and do that now, in fact. Also, I feel like Putting more like cruisers in our patrol fleet would in fact be quite useful as well. So let's go and do that. Let's go and place these guys in here, and then we'll just take one of the destroyers out, move them over here. And then we're going to set up a new patrol fleet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then just move these guys over this way. And then go ahead and have change up their icon so that we can easily see that this is for patrols. Where the hell's my... There we go. Alright, so again, I'm not going to put them out there just yet. I don't see any reason I'm putting them out there when the Americans actually haven't declared war just yet. What we should do, though, is go ahead and make sure all of our planes are moved around if they're done training, which I think many of them are. And we want Naval Bombers. So let's go and get all the Naval Bombers out there. I have one there. There's one air wing of 100. We've got one there, one here. Let's go move him there then. While this guy will go over here. And let's see if there's any other we could do here in the Philippines Sea. If we have any more here that are actual naval bombers. A lot of these are fighters in close air support. We do need to assign some over to here so that we can, I think we can reach from there. So that's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and get maybe some fighters over here and some close air support. We can get up to 1,200 here. So let's go ahead and do, we also want some naval bombers here as well. Not those ones, obviously. We need to keep those ones at home. We'll do the close air support. Get these guys moving over here, and they'll be assigned to the Philippines. I don't know how well they'll be able to cover it from that air base. I don't know if their range will be enough. I suppose we'll have to see. I do have more naval bombers here, though, that we can get assigned. So let's go and place. Well, they're still training. Yeah, we'll just let them train. It's fine. You know what? We could also get some more set up now that we moved these. Let's take a look and see what all we've got as far as naval bombers go. I feel like this is the key here, is having these guys. And we could just set them up to, you know, as soon as they're done training, to stop training. And maybe some more fighters in close air support too. You know what? This is fine. This is fine for right now. Really what it comes down to is the naval bombers. Alright, so let's hurry up and try and get this Bangladesh conflict finished up so we won't be distracted with it. Looks like we actually ended up getting there. Okay, my bad. And let's go ahead and have these guys attack this way. So we're having some difficulty. Them attacking. They're attacking across a river though, so it's still pretty costly for them. Let's go attack across this way, just get those guys destroyed. And they have not capitulated yet, which is surprising. I don't expect them to have given up by now. And so the United States was called into the conflict, so we are now at war with the United States. So we're going to get non-aggression pact offers from everybody who is already at war with them, which we will accept. And yeah, we are now fighting the Americans, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and get the navies out there, or excuse me, get the fleets set up out there. And we're going to go ahead and have these guys set up to do the strike force, obviously. And we're going to want to change up the area that they are assigned in more than likely. Yeah. I almost want to do 2 separate fleets here, in fact. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get a new fleet set up with their own patrol ships here. And they'll cover a different set of territory than these ones will. Yes, that's exactly how we're going to do it, guys. I think that's the best way to do it. And then we'll go ahead and give them another patrol fleet and give them some of these old destroyers that we have sitting around. I know we have some. Maybe we don't. Okay, this is where they're at. They're training right now. We also have these old level 1 cruisers. So let's place, again, I'm trying to get 2 level 1 cruisers in each. Let's place them into that. All right, excellent. Keep these guys training up for now, and we're still waiting for some of those newer destroyers to get them placed into here. So yeah, we've got the strike force here. But again, we're going to change up all of their areas. So let's just go ahead and remove their current regions. Just kind of do this a little bit different. And these guys can go right over here. So our main task force, the one that's going to hopefully be engaging the Americans, will be assigned over here in this area. And this is our best ships, guys. I'm throwing my best ships at them right from the start. Let's go and put these two on. Ooh, what the hell did I just do? Clicked on something I didn't mean to. Let's go and put these guys on patrol. And let's set up the area we want them patrolling. So we want them to patrol there, there, and there. Not invading anywhere over here, so don't need to be over there. The Philippine Sea and the coast of Japan. So this is, of course, the main one. And hopefully they do well. Let's give them a strike force. And hopefully they are able to get to the locations quick enough. I don't know if they will be able to. That's one reason to have them all in the same task force. We could split this, I suppose. I suppose that would actually work. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and split this. But first, let's go ahead and get... we'll do Ozawa assigned over here. And yeah, let's go ahead and split this one. We're going to do... see how we want to do this. Let's go and move these two out. And just set up a new task force here. And we'll just kind of just like split it down the middle, I think. And they got a lot of battle cruisers here. And this one's going to be for the home fleet. So let's go and take the pride of the fleet out here. And then take one battle cruiser. Move them on over there. So I think that's good. And then now we just need to give them some of this other stuff here. The heavy cruisers, I find that they just die real quick. So I typically throw them into this, into these, naval invasion support task force. But yeah, these guys, they need to also be assigned throughout here. So we'll have naval invasion support for all this. And what we might want to go ahead and do, because these are very large, is go ahead and split these up as well. I think that's exactly what we'll do. Go ahead and split these up so they're not so huge. Yeah, we've even given them battleships, level 1 battleships. I think we're going to take the level 1 battleships out and then assign them over to these two task force that we have here. Yeah. So really, just a lot of, we're going to have to do a lot of ship management in this, guys, because I had not done everything I wanted to do yet for these. I thought I was going to have one more episode before I ended up declaring war on the Americans. I thought we would have done it like next episode, probably the beginning, or maybe did it at the end of this episode and then set it up in between episodes is what I was planning. But it ended up not working out that way. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and create a new one now. Let's see how we want to do this. And these have the carriers as well, but we won't be able to, yeah, we're not going to be able to assign any of those. So let's go ahead and take 2 from each of these. And that'll be good, I think. That'll be 4 each here and 4 here. Okay, excellent. And then we're just going to want to probably take a few of these old destroyers out here. I don't think this is going to be necessary to have this many in here now. Yeah, let's go and take like 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. Assign them over to this one. And oops, nope. That's not what I wanted to do at all. That's the wrong one, guys. Wrong one. Here we go. Assign them over to this one. That's where I wanted them. And then go ahead and do the same thing here. Take out probably several of these. Let's do 6. Assign them over there. They won't have any light cruisers unless we pull them from here, which we don't have any light cruisers in there, so that won't be an option. So we're at 17 here now. I feel like that's probably more than is necessary for the naval invasion support. So we'll probably pull a couple more out of there. All right, so I think that looks good, guys. The way that I've got these set up for right now, we need to let them move around a little bit to figure out exactly where, where we need to move the rest of the ships that we have. All right, so these guys are going to cover this here, all this zone right around here, and in fact, yeah, we will go and have them cover the coast of Japan as well. While this task force here, which is a larger one of older ships with the 2 patrol fleets, will then cover all the other sea zones. So let's go ahead and set up the patrol fleets first. And they're going to cover everything else. Probably not right there. I don't think that'll be necessary. And they'll cover all this here. Now, given I don't know that we'll run into anything here, and I almost want to go ahead and have them do the Philippine Sea as well. Yeah, let's have them do the Philippine Sea, and that'll require less from these guys here since they're already kind of doing a lot. All right, so we're gonna let them get all their ships first before we actually assign them to do the strike force. But we can go ahead and assign these guys to do the strike force. So they're out there taking care of that, and then we're gonna have them do the patrol for us. We still haven't gotten more ships to do mining, unfortunately, but this is we have laid some, but yeah, just not much. And then we want all of these guys out there convoy raiding. So let's go ahead and do convoy raiding and into any region where there might be some American ships, convoys going through. So basically any region they have islands in, as well as, you know, going to the Philippines. We can expect that we'll see all, you know, perhaps American convoys all around the Philippines. So we'll cover that as well. And that looks pretty good, man. This looks solid. I know there's this opening here, which could end up having issues, perhaps. I guess we can go and assign it, just in case they come this way. I highly doubt it, though. And I think that's probably good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we don't want to assign it any more than that, I think. We could do 10, I suppose. But yeah, I think 9's good. All right, so that's everything for the ships. Now let's go and take care of the Air Force. We need to get all them out there flying. We've only assigned them so far. Or excuse me, we've only brought them over here. We haven't actually told them to do the mission yet. So let's do these guys. Oh, we haven't actually moved those over here. We're still waiting on them. Okay, let's go ahead and do the guy in the Bismarck Sea flying out there. And really, we just need to get all these bombers assigned. And I'm not even gonna wait now. At this point, guys, I don't feel like we want to wait for them, for the Naval Bombers to finish up training. I think we just want to get them out there. So let's go ahead and do that. So these 200, they're covering the Sea of Japan for us. That's why I left those ones here. They're going to do the naval strike there. And then the 200 that we have here, I think we're going to go ahead and actually split these. We haven't built the airbase there just yet. Let's have them go here for now. Cover the Sea of Japan. I just expect to see a lot of enemy submarines going through here, guys. Let's go ahead and go through here. We've seen that in the last time we did a Japanese campaign. That's exactly what we saw. So that's the main reason why I expect to see them, but perhaps we won't. Maybe we won't see American submarines going throughout this area. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Let's go and get them assigned. Naval strike. We haven't assigned any here just yet, or any right here. So if we find any naval bombers that are training, like these guys right here, looks like they're actually still deploying, so I think we have to wait for them. We can go ahead and split that though. Yeah, so let's just stop them from training, so as soon as they get there, we can move them. And these guys here can get moved. So let's go ahead and do them right here. All right, so hopefully that's good for right now. Obviously, we still need to move more. We'll take a look at it. I think we can go ahead and set these up to launch now, though, now that the Americans are at war with us. Well, they haven't pulled the Philippines in yet, so we have to wait. We could always just declare war on them, too, though. Yeah, I suppose we'll just declare war on them. Let's do it now so that we can go ahead and do the invasion. All right, and then go ahead and... Still waiting on the bike battalions, aren't we? Yes, we are. Damn it. Okay, well, that's fine. I think the Yellow Army's ready to go in all of their invasion points, but let's first get the fleets out there. I didn't really think about the fact that some of these fleets have still got to move around. So let's wait. Let's get all the ships out there. We don't want to lose any troops out in the sea. And the United Mexican States has joined against us. Okay. And Haiti has as well. We'll have to pull in all of our countries, but you know what? I don't want to pull them in just yet because I think they'll just get conquered. Remember I had talked about moving troops over there before we went to war with the Americans? Well, we didn't. So we're not going to pull any of them in yet. That's one advantage we have, is we don't have to pull them out and pull them into the conflict yet. That's not necessary. I'm surprised at how long these guys are fighting, right? Isn't this crazy that we've taken like everything they got almost and they still haven't capitulated yet? Yeah, this is surprising. Typically they would have given up by now, but that has not been the case. Now they capitulated. Made me into a liar, damn it. So let's go and get all these guys moving. We're gonna place them. I mean, it really doesn't matter where we place them, but I am worried about supplies, so I guess we'll consider that and just move them over to here. But yeah, this is done here. I don't know if he got anything out of that. So Bangladesh is knocked out. Let's go ahead and take the planes that were assigned there and get them moving elsewhere. I don't think we have any Yeah, we don't have any air bases here. We could have reached from right here, I suppose, but I did already assign planes there. All right, well, that's fine. We won't be able to reach from there. So this is what we're going to do. Let's go and take one more air wing of close air support and one more air wing of fighters and have them go over here. I know I was going to place, and obviously I did not assign all these yet. Let's see what's going on here. Did they not reach? That's what it seems like. Yeah, they're having issues. They can't reach. Okay, so they're not as upgraded, unfortunately. All right, so that's not really an option. So we can go ahead and have these guys here. What does that move over here for right now? Yeah, we'll move them right there. Get them out of this zone here. And then any ones that aren't moving, we'll go ahead and have these guys come on over here now. All right, excellent. So we get the next war goal on the 25th of January. So it's going to be some time, guys. Yeah, it's going to take a while. All right, so let's just get all our ships moved around before we do the invasions. You can see there's lots of battles going on already. Lots of naval battles. And in fact, they're going to pull all these guys in. Cuba has joined the United States as their enemy. And Costa Rica as well. So let's go ahead and agree with all these. Oh, no, not those. We'll agree with all the non-aggression pacts. And let's just take a look and see what we've already sunk. Well, we got a convoy, that's it. Yeah, you see naval battles all throughout here. Where we're engaging convoys. Our submarines are. So already starting to do some damage to them. Yeah, look at all these convoys we've already sunk. I'm just looking to see if we actually have like a real battle going on right now. Not seeing any though. These are just convoy raiding. Okay, so again, all of our ships are moving around, getting everything we've assigned to them. And then of course we have these guys which are going to do strike force. Are they ready? 6. No, we still need to get them some more screen ships, guys. More screens. So do we have any more screens that we can assign to them? Yes, we do. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra destroyers right now, which these guys need. Let's see, we're at 5, 6, 7, 8. They need at least 16 screens, preferably 24 though, and they have 9. So essentially, we should probably give them all of the destroyers here that are done training. And that'll get them up to 24 total ships, and I think that'll be enough to have them out there doing missions, I suppose. Yeah, they'll take some casualties, but it's going to happen. Let's go and accept all these non-aggression packs, but again, decline all the joined wars for right now. I'm not ready for these guys to come in just yet. Not yet, friends. Not yet. So yeah, still waiting for the big naval battle. Again, just really sinking convoys right now. Losing some planes here and there, I suppose. Yeah, we are sinking convoys. That's what's important. Sinking convoys throughout here as well. And I'm hoping these are troops that are trying to get to the Philippines or leave the Philippines, trying to abandon it perhaps. All right, so let's see if these guys have moved to their locations to support they have. So that's good enough for me to launch the troops that are ready. And now I know the bicycle battalions still need to get their organization up, and we added those to this army. So we can do the yellow armies. So I guess that's what we'll do. And I haven't seen any enemy ships over here yet. Remember, they were fighting the British in the Atlantic, so they might not even have any ships over here. So let's take advantage of that and launch the yellow army invasions now. So they'll go ahead and execute that again. We'll wait on the blue army. We'll let those bicycle divisions to get their organization back up. I think that would be good. So we're going to launch these initial invasions and see how they end up going, guys. I'm going to also turn this down just a notch because a lot's going on right now. And I don't want to miss, I really don't want to miss any, big naval battles if we can catch them. I like watching them. The big ones, anyway. Again, though, they might not have many enemy ships patrolling here. Let's just take a look and see what they got. Yeah, there's nobody patrolling throughout this region yet. Okay, so yeah, we can just basically dominate here because the Americans were concentrated on the Atlantic. So it's going to take them time to bring ships over here. If they even bring ships, we don't know what the AI is going to do. They could end up not bringing ships for a long time because they're so focused on the British. So we have landed, which is excellent news. Let's take a look at what we can do with our government, because we can do one more. We can get one more guy. So we had gotten the sortie efficiency before, and so now we want to get the last one, which again we decided we're not going to get any of the specialists because they're just not as good. So that left us with, what was it, 2 choices, right? The Naval Air Attack, or I know there's another one that I was looking at getting. The ground support, maybe? I think that was the other one I was looking at. But you know what? I think we're going to do the Naval Air Attack, guys. Army logistics would be great, too. The division attrition, man. That would be so helpful, man. You know what, guys? This is kind of a tough choice here. Because, you know what? Both of these would be solid. Solid to have. You know what, guys? This is supposed to be a naval campaign, so we'll do the Naval Air Attack. And that'll give us 2 of our 3 military high command devoted towards the Navy. So we did get these guys finished up. We'll get them training real quick. And also, we've got a dockyard, so we'll get it assigned. Again, just trying to get some of these destroyers built because we do not have the screens, man. The screen situation is so bad. We just don't have what's needed. But this is fine here. These guys can do the job. It's the bare minimum screens that we should have here. The bare minimum. Let's do strike force. They can help out. But again, if there's no enemy ships here, then it really doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. And I do expect it'll take them time to get here. That's right. We did finish up this. So let's go ahead and start doing the actual invasion here. But let's open up with the planning bonus. Get that. So if these guys ever sit still, they'll get us a nice, get that nice planning bonus going. Let's go ahead and race these guys forward to try and cut off any retreat here. Any divisions that are here, we're gonna try and we'll let this guy get through here and then make sure that none of these are able to retreat. So let's go and advance. We should probably send 2 divisions over that way, and then take a couple of these guys here. Just send them over that way. And then maybe 1 infantry division to go up this way. Alright, not attack those guys just yet. Again, I want to cut off the retreat if we can here. And we are taking attrition here as well. The naval base is probably pretty tiny. Yeah, it's a tiny, tiny naval base. So let's go ahead and build that up just a little bit. Take that up to the top, really prioritize it. So we don't take too many casualties from lack of supply here. And so they're going to react to this, and hopefully they push divisions down this way. Push the divisions down here so that we can then, you know, get an easy naval invasions into like the capital there of Manila. Let's see how the other invasions are going. So we are invading, we've already succeeded, in fact, on the invasion of Wake Island. So that is ours now. Excellent. I don't think we'll set up any other naval invasions just yet, although I almost feel like we should take advantage of there not being enemy ships over here and just go straight over. You know what, guys? Let's just get crazy. Let's just do it. Let's go after Midway, guys. So we're going to set up the invasion. We'll take them time to repair, of course. We'll want to give them more ships for Midway, because there might be divisions defending that. I don't even know if we fought anybody here. Still haven't taken Phoenix Island yet. Guam, I'm sure, is ours. Let's go ahead and take these and have them go to Midway. Or actually, we'll assign them all to Midway for now, but I'm going to probably take a few of them out of this. So that'll be 8 divisions going to Midway. But yeah, probably take some more and bring them down there. All right, so both of those naval invasions were successful. Wake Island and Guam. I'm sure Phoenix Island will be successful as well. And just trying to push forward here, again, as quickly as we can. All right, we're going to grab that one instead. Have these guys come up over this way and really try and get to this point here. Just kind of cut off any retreat and then also stop more troops from coming over this way. Looks like we can cut that guy off, so we will. Just come over here and cut him off. And have this guy come over that way. Fast motorized division. Alright, so you can see that they're trying to break out here. I'm not going to allow that shit. And he's going to go over this way now. And then we'll kind of just set him up to stay there while we wrap up the rest of this part of the Philippines. So, unfortunately, guys, it is the end of the episode, man. I know it's exciting, man. We just got into the war. You see, we're sinking a ton of convoys. No resistance over here, so we can just absolutely dominate. We still need to get more air wings assigned out here for when they do bring their fleet over here, which I do fully expect they'll eventually bring their fleet, especially as we're taking territory. They're going to start prioritizing this region. That's how typically how the AI works. So when they start losing territory, they kind of, changes up their priorities a little bit. So the Philippines should be pretty easy. I think the bikes are here, yeah. They're there, and so they're getting organization up. These guys are just about ready. So we'll probably give it a few more days, and then we'll launch the invasion on the Northern Island, go after the capital, Manila, and just kind of push through here and try and get as much territory as we can, get this knocked out as quickly as we can, is what I meant to say. And once we're done with the Philippines, we do all these invasions here, which I'm just going to keep sending the Yellow Army as far as they let me go. And so we will go into the Lion Islands here. We're going to take all 3 of those. And then we'll go into Hawaii. We can also go ahead and grab Johnston Atoll. So yeah, we'll just take as much as they let me get. And then yeah, we might also want to go ahead and conquer Attu Island as well. Set that up, a naval invasion to launch over to there. Yeah, I'm just going to take over all their damn islands. I don't think they're going to defend them. I don't think they're going to have the ships to stop us. So I think we're going to grab all these up before the American Pacific Fleet gets here. And then at that point, we've already got control of the Pacific. And then the battles would be in this area here. But we'd want to stay away from the coast because we don't want their ground-based planes to be able to support those invasions. So like right here is where we would try and draw our line, like not let their fleet get past that, and try and engage them, get them destroyed so that we can do the naval invasions of the Pacific coast of America, probably into California. I'm not going to do an invasion of Alaska this time, guys. I'm done with that, man. Alaska's such a hassle. It's such a pain in the butt because of the terrain and the lack of supply. And it's so easy to stop an invasion of Alaska. You can just easily stop them right here at this point. And this terrain is so difficult to get through and break through that I find it's just not worth it. So I think we're not going to do an invasion of Alaska this time, unless we've already done one here, and this is just for the point of grabbing Alaska, not really for trying to get down. And after we already know most of their troops have been pulled down to this way. So that'd be a late thing. The focus will be into California, guys. California, maybe into like the Washington area, like Seattle, perhaps, is what I'm thinking. So maybe 2 sets of invasions. Yeah, I think that's the way we'll probably do it. But again, that's a little bit further in the future, and we still haven't engaged the American fleet yet, and they do still have a fleet. Let's just take a look how they were doing in their battles so far. They got 294 ships, so they have taken casualties against the British. The British have a massive fleet. Good God. Yeah, they've taken a lot of casualties. They had like 300-something ships, almost 400 ships. The Americans have actually taken a lot of casualties. Okay, and you can see where they're assigned as well. They are completely focused on this side of things. They will stop us from getting in the Panama Canal, but that's the limit. They're doing convoy escorts there, actually. That is it. Yeah. So they're not even over here yet. So we'll just have to see if they decide to move their fleet over here or not. If there's even a point to, once they lose Hawaii, they might not. So we might be able to just do a invasion of the Pacific, unmolested. Like, we could just go straight over there. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see, guys. We obviously have a fairly large fleet ourselves, 275, but it's not as large as theirs. Theirs is bigger than ours. But of course, at the British, man, they're the big dog in town with that 400 ships. They've got the largest fleet right now. So we're going to go and end the episode here, guys. Next episode, we'll continue the invasion of the Philippines, as well as grabbing up the Pacific Islands, excuse me. And try and get complete control of the Pacific in preparation for invasions of the American homeland. So far, everything's going really, really smooth, guys. We'll also go ahead and knock out this invasion as well. Maybe we'll set up an invasion of Pakistan, because we don't really have anything to do with the rest of our troops right now, because they're just sitting around while we kind of wrap this up. You just can't put too many divisions into that because of the attrition that you'll take if you do that. So I hope to see you guys on the next episode. And again, hopefully we'll be getting back on a schedule. There might be a day or two here this week with me doing those Call War videos. there might be a day or two that we don't have a video when we were supposed to for this series, but hopefully next week everything should go back onto regular schedule, guys. Which by that point, this series might be over, and we might be looking at the next series. I guess it depends on how the invasion of America goes. I do hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you on the next episode, and thanks for watching, guys.